The mole is not the animal, but is a unit of measurement used in chemistry to express amounts of a chemical substance, defined as the amount of any substance that contains as many elementary entitles, for example atoms, molecules, ions, and electrons, as there are atoms in 12 grams of carbon-12, which is one of its isotopes. The mole is expressed in the number 6.022 10 to the 23rd power, which was introduced by a man named Amadeo Avogadro, who in 1811 proposed the volume of gas is proportional to the number of molecules or atoms. 6.022 10, or e to the 23rd, is a large number, and I am going to try to make it more manageable to understand by comparing it to pencils. When I refer to pencils, I am referring to a non-sharpened pencil fresh out of the box. To start out, we are going to find out how long it would take to sharpen a mole of pencils in an electric pencil sharpener. On average, with a brand new pencil, I assume it takes about 10 seconds to sharpen a pencil. If you were to sharpen a mole of pencils, it would take 191,480,972.7 billion years. To understand how big this number is, you would have to move the decimal place 10 spaces to the right. Another comparison is how many maple trees it would take to create a mole of pencils. On average, one tree makes about 300,000 pencils. To make 1 mole of pencils, it would take 2,007,333,333 billion trees. This is another very large number. As you have seen in the last two comparisons, these numbers are quite large. Due to the fact that Avogadro's number is so large, there is no possible way to get the comparisons any smaller. My third comparison is how many acres of trees it would take to create a mole of pencils. On average, there is 43,560 trees per acre if the trees are spaced 1 foot by 1 foot. It would take 46,082,032,440,000 acres to make a mole of pencils. The final comparison is how many times a mole of pencils could go around the Earth. For this, you need some background knowledge. The circumference of the Earth is 24,901 miles. We now need to convert this to inches because pencils are measured in inches. There are 63,360 inches in 1 mile. This ends up coming to a total of 1,577,727,360 inches in the circumference of the Earth. On average, a pencil is 7.5 inches long. For one time around the Earth, it takes 210,363,648 pencils. For the final total, it takes 2,862,661,899 billion times around the Earth to use a mole of pencils that are lined up tip to eraser. These are really large numbers. I hope that you can now comprehend how large a mole, or 6.022 e to the 23rd, really is.